Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the podcast. I'm your host, Shawn Anthony. I'm excited because you guys are rocking with us. You could be anywhere in the world, and in the words of my guy, Jay-Z, you're here with us, and I appreciate that. But let me tell you about this show. Each and every single week, we continue to inspire you by bringing you an inspiring person or a message that's truly going to help you, whether you're trying to climb that corporate career ladder or perhaps start your business as an entrepreneur. And because of you, the show has completely blown up and stayed at the top of the charts on iTunes. So be sure to subscribe if you haven't already. And smash that 5-star rating. It's helped us do tremendous things. If you ever gain anything from this show, an ounce of wisdom, if it's truly helped you, don't be afraid, but simply ask that you share this message with somebody else. Because today I am jumping into a solo episode and I'm about to get into my bag and talk about time management, talk about what's really needed for entrepreneurs. And what made me say, you know what, this is the time for this episode is because May was crazy for me. Like literally in the month of May, this is what I survived. I survived 2 birthdays, my daughter's birthday, my wife's birthday. We even went to a wedding. And on top of that, we threw a vacation into it. And absolutely, without a doubt, I could not have done that without telling you about what I'm going to tell you about today. What I use to manage my time, make things happen, to be present with the family, but also pull things off. And if you're an entrepreneur, you've had this happen to you. Like you've had this happen to you at some point where it felt like too much was coming to you at one time. How are you going to make it? How are you going to make things true? So grab your pen, grab your paper, however you take notes. This is the episode that's truly going to impact you. And let's kick this thing off right now with my first tip. Like this is my first strategy to help you as an entrepreneur manage your time. And I'm going to give away tools that are actually actionable that you can use that's going to boost your productivity and also going to help you achieve your goals. So tip number 1 is this: set clear and measurable goals. Like you got to, like as an entrepreneur and as an aspiring entrepreneur, it is going to be crucial for you. And I got so many notes from this. It's going to be crucial for you to align your goals with your long-term vision. And sometimes it takes steps. Sometimes it takes you really looking at it and breaking down your goals into smaller, achievable things that you can do right now. And this approach will give you like a sense of purpose as well as direction and urgency. So you're probably saying, Shawn, how do I do this? What tools exist right now that I can use? A tool that I've been using right now is Asana. Asana allows for me to put down what is the most important for me, whether it's urgent, whether it's something that can wait, but also put it down with a due date, not just any due date. It's color coded that will help me realize, okay, this is the priority. There's also a different tool as well called Todoist that I recommend as well. But these tools will help you create task lists, set reminders, and stay on track. Without Asana, there is no way I could have pulled off the month of May. My second tip of this is plan and prioritize your tasks. So you have to invest, like you really have to invest in planning your day or even a week in advance. I used to do this thing where I would meet with my accountability partner every single Monday and we would plan it out. You heard me talking about my accountability partner before, it's Mario Armstrong. We would plan out our week on Monday. And what we found out is that we were chasing goals. Right? What we did to switch this and to switch our thinking is we would plan out and we would meet on Fridays to get a week ahead and think about the next week so that we're staying actionable. So my tip number 2 is plan and prioritize your tasks. Tools like Evernote could potentially help you. Google Keep or Microsoft To Do can assist you in keeping track of your tasks and setting those reminders. So by prioritizing your task by doing this, you'll tackle the most important ones first. And this is going to allow for you to maintain your focus and make sure that you don't avoid any of those traps of, man, I'm getting a little too busy. I'm worried about this. I'm worried about that. Listen, I could have got so busy and just, thinking about birthdays that I could have not even given you guys a podcast episode, right? But it happens by being proactive, planning, and prioritizing what is the most important. Tip number 3, adopt. This is very different. Adopt the Pomodoro technique for advanced focus. I'm using the Pomodoro technique right now and you don't even know it, right? What that is this is a technique of time management where it's a method where, I've talked about this before in a past episode, where it becomes a powerful tool for setting a timer, not just any timer. You'll set a timer for 25 minutes. You set this timer for 25 minutes and you're going to get rewarded. So after your 25 minutes of work, whether you're working on a specific task, whether you're working on anything, you're focused without any distractions. And after each session, you take a break. They found that this is very, very productive. And you want to repeat this cycle for 3 to 4 times and then take a more extended break. So a tool that I like to use to make sure I'm following this technique to be productive is called the tomato timer. You might hear it pop. You might hear it buzz right now. But the tomato timer is an app that will allow for you to apply this technique right now and be effective and make the most use, like the absolutely the most use of your time, but you also get the most of your work done in these sessions. Tip number 4, delegate and outsource tasks. Here's the problem. You've been wanting to become an entrepreneur, or perhaps you're an entrepreneur and you are doing too much of this stuff yourself. Fam, have you heard of Fiverr? Have you heard of the many different tools that you can be using right now, like Upwork, the Freelancer, all these different tools that can connect you with talented people who are already doing the things that you're trying to learn how to do? Just outsource it, fam. Everything is going to be okay. Outsource. It's going to enhance the power of collaboration and also going to help you leverage your time effectively. Tip number 5, and this is something that I shouldn't even have to explain. In this given day and age, you better learn some AI. Tip number 5 is leverage time management tools and AI technology. We no longer have to think too extensively. We can now, send these prompts to things like ChatGPT to get the answer for the results that we truly want and need. In this digital age, there is an abundance of time management tools and AI tools that can track your habits, tools like Rescue Time. There's also tools that can online look at your activities, analyze your habits, and help you optimize your time usage. Another great tool, and this is something that you should have already been using before you even listen to this episode, and that is Calendly. Calendly will simply automate all of, we're talking about your meetings, the links, all that back and forth emails you've been doing. Fam, just use the Calendly link so it shows up and you're able to show up as the best version of you. So I hope you've been writing down these tools, because it's so important when we think about time management and how to really boost productivity as an entrepreneur, that you are utilizing these tools. And real quickly, I'll go over them again. Tip number 1 is set clear and measurable goals. Tip number 2 is plan and prioritize. Like just all you gotta do, plan and prioritize these tasks, man. Tip number 3, adopt the Pomodoro technique. This is that 25-minute, now you get the break type technique. Tip number 4, delegate and outsource your task. And tip number 5, you better leverage your time management and start using these AI tools, fam. I hope you enjoyed this episode. We'll be back next week with another amazing guest, and I cannot wait to see you here. And always remember, dream it, believe it, go out and get it.